Welcome to the 6th edition of riff testing, where I take things and I test them out by writing riffs. There will be no spectrum analyzer, no plugin doctor, no null tests, no nerdy stuff. I'm just looking for things that'll help me write awesome riffs. Today, we're looking at Neural DSP's Gojira X amp sim. Before we get into it, I have a confession to make. I did not want to like this amp sim. There are several reasons for this. For one, on Neural DSP's website, it makes it seem like you'll sound like Gojira if you buy this plugin, and they name drop various Gojira songs while describing the features. It is, dare I say, cringeworthy. Number two, there are a lot of people who just buy whatever Neural DSP puts out and don't seem to explore other options. Maybe the big name marketing is working a little too well. Number three is the price. I've never paid $130 for an amp sim before, and I don't know if I'm ready to start now. Number four is that it uses iLok, and I'm trying to get away from using iLok, which is just an outdated technology that people have convinced themselves is the industry standard when it is really just some buggy garbage. Despite all of this, I still got a 14-day trial and wrote some riffs with it. I hate to admit that I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it yet. Anyway, let's take a look. Surprisingly, the most interesting features are the pitch features. The wow pedal is a MIDI programmable pitch shifter with 3 different modes. Let's take a listen to the part where I used it in the track. The octave pedal has a 1 octave down and a 2 octave down blend that are independent. This pitch shifter seems to have lower latency than others that I've tried, so it was a lot of fun to write and play with. I also used this at one point in the demo track. Let's take a listen. The pedal section has an overdrive, distortion, phaser, and chorus. I think these all sound great and are really dialed in to get a good sound right away, just like the IRs. There are 3 amps, clean, rust, and hot. On the track, I used hot for the rhythm parts and rust for the lead part. Here's the rhythm parts soloed. The least surprising thing about this is that the cabin speaker emulations are on point. Nolly Get Good worked on these and he lives for this stuff, so I was not surprised that I was able to get a good cab sound immediately. Each head has its own matched cabinet and you can use 6 different mics. One of these is the Neumann KM184, which I don't see a lot of amp sims using. Also, there's 2 ribbon mics. In addition to the standard Royer 121, there's a Bayer Dynamic 160. How do those sound? Let's take a listen. In the post section, there's reverb and delay. As for interesting things here, the delay has saturation and tape emulation knobs that sound very good. The reverb has a shimmer option that somewhat reminds me of the Electro Harmonix Ocean's 11 pedal. I used these on the lead part. Let's take a listen. The transpose and doubler features work very well and once again seem to have lower latency than others that I've tried. And of course, there's a tuner and gate built in and those work as expected. So that's it for this edition of riff testing. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Until next time. And if you made it this far, I've recently released singles with Vision Swords and Venomous Beans, available on all platforms. Once again, the links will be in the description below.